Hello everyone, this is Yolanda from CraftySentiments.com, and I'm here to show you some exclusive and brand new products that will be coming out starting November 1st. And I'm really excited about this because they are so cute. So what we have here is called the Snowflake Showcase. It's a limited edition. It comes out November 1st through November 30th, so there's about 1 month's time that you can go ahead and purchase this. But if you wanted to get it early, like now, you can do so by if you were to join my team, and you can put this as part of your starter kit. And I'll leave information for that below if you're thinking about doing something like that. But at any rate, one of the perks for being a demonstrator is that we can get items quicker than the general public, and I love having that perk because it's so much fun. So let me show you exactly what you'll get. Here's the flyer, and there is a stamp set called the Snow is Glistening stamp set. It is so pretty. There's also another stamp set called Happiness Surrounds. There's also a die set that coordinates with it called Snowfall Thinlits. And there is trinkets that's called Snowflake Trinkets and White Velvet paper. But the dies, you get 20 dies in that set. Let me show you what all you get. So here's the Snow is Glistening stamp set. There's a Christmas tree. There's some sentiments. I love it when the stamp set has images and sentiments because it's all in one and you can get more bang for your buck. This is really pretty. So what you can do with these is go ahead and stamp them by themselves, but then you can alternate and line them up, and you can make this like a long border. Really cute. So there's different snowflakes, sentiments. There's some little small cluster snowflakes. It's a photopolymer stamp set. And let me show you the dies that go with it really quickly. You get 20 dies in this set, which is amazing. 20 dies. I've already been in for a little bit. So look at here. This is a nice little flourish. It's snowflakes, but you can use this like a little flourish, an embellishment. Here they have lots of different sizes of snowflakes, and this is a 2-piece. So you can cut that out or leave that in and then cut that out separately. This also would fit against one of the other images on the stamp set. Here are 2 different ones as well. You can cut it out or leave it in. Look at this humongous snowflake. Really pretty. Again, some more framelits. There are several leaves. There's other little smaller snowflakes. So what I'm going to use today is this small snowflake. I can get it up. I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to set that aside so I don't drop it. And I'll set that up here as well. Also, you get the snowflake the trinkets. It won't come open. There we go. And I think there are 2 different types of snowflakes in here. Yeah. Really cute. Let's see. You get does it tell you how many that you get? Yeah, you get 20 snowflakes in total, and each of the snowflakes, let me pick it up, has like a little rhinestone in the middle. This was for some added bling. Cute. So I'm going to put these aside. You can use these as part of on like a bookmark. You can use them as a hang tag. Lots of different things, or just by itself inside a card or a project. Now this, I had this cut up into smaller pieces because I was doing a presentation. This is the white velvet paper, and it has lots of texture to it. It feels like velvet or suede. Really pretty. These come in. You get 2 sheets of 12 by 12 of this designer series paper. Really pretty. Cuts beautifully, stamps beautifully. And also the other one that you get that you can choose from is the Happiness Surrounds stamp set. Now it is around Christmas time, so you can use this around Christmas, but this is more of a year-round stamp set. because it doesn't really feel Christmassy, if you want to say that. You can use that as a border. You can line them up. You can make different background images with that. This is a nice large one as well. And you can see the stamp set. Hopefully you can see it a little bit. Let me see if I can. Shall I put it against the white? Yeah. And you can kind of see that stamp set. I've used one of the sentiments already. Really, really pretty. So, November 1st through November 30th is when they're available. But I'm going to go ahead and make a card. I'm going to do that. Hopefully it's going to be quick. I'm going to make a card similar to this. Now, this is using, I believe, what did I use? I think I used Cherry Cobbler for this particular set. Really, really pretty. But what I'm going to do today is make something similar to this, but using different colors. So, what I have is set that aside. I have everything all cut up because, again, I was doing some make and take, so I have another one left over. I'm going to go ahead and get that started for you all. Take all the pieces out. As you see, it's not a lot, but it's a really pretty card. I have a half sheet of Call Me Clover, which is cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that measures 4 by 5 1/4. I already have die cut. This is the little shape in some silver glimmer paper. And because that was silver glimmer paper, and the ribbon that I'm using today is called Metallic Edge Ribbon. So this is really, really pretty. So I have a couple of pieces of those. Now, I could put it in a bow, but you know about me and bows, they don't go together very well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this aside. Hopefully I don't lose it. Set these aside, and I'm going to work on the card front, the first layer. And actually what I'm going to be using is the Stamparatus. And I've already have one taken out, and I've already got it mounted on here, which is really easy to do because, yes, you can use your go ahead and use your your clear blocks, but I was making more than one of these, so that's why I put it on the Stamparatus. And with that, it makes everything so easy to line up. I'm going to go ahead and put a stamp set underneath there, just to give it a little bit of cushion when I go to do that, ink it up. So I'm going to layer this down. Now I've already kind of have it laid out because, again, I was making several of these earlier. And when they're doing like this, you can just go ahead and change the color out. You don't have to worry about it. So I'm just going to lay it down a little, just to see if this is where I want it. And it is. So I'm going to go ahead and ink up with some clear Versamark. That's right. Well, my stamp pad is all kind of messed up, but this really doesn't matter because it's not going to really transfer. This is like a watermarking ink. It's good for plating, or if you do like tone on tone. But it stays sticky and moist for quite a while, and with that you can layer up some embossing powder, and that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this down, and the beauty of the Stamparatus is that if you don't get ink all over like you were supposed to, you can lift it up, and I can look and I can see there's some spots right in the middle that didn't ink up. So I'm going to go back over it again. At the top is fine, but it's in the middle. I know it's probably hard for you to see. A little pressure. Let's see. You know, there's one little spot right here. Maybe it's me. But again, that's the beauty of it. Or am I? Yeah, I'm inking up the right portion. Much, much better. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off because I don't want the embossing powder to do. Now we have, as part of the end colors, there's a 5-pack of all of the end colors that for embossing powder, and this is the Call Me Clover one. So I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle some down. Isn't that pretty? All over. And we put the rest back. And now, normally I would have used my Stampin' Buddy for this, but my embossing buddy rather, but I don't have that out. So I'm going to set this aside, and then I'll get my heat tool and we'll heat that up. Okay, so I'm going to heat this with the heat tool. And on our heat tool, we have two different settings. We have a low and a high. The low is basically to dry ink, and the high is to do some heat embossing. So I'm going to heat it up. Let it heat up for a little bit first, get nice and warm, and then I'm going to go ahead and start embossing. And when it activates, it kind of goes from like a matte color to almost like a shiny color. So first I'm going to do from the bottom. And you know when it's done because the color goes from matte to shiny. Hope you can see that. So, and it gets quite warm, so you have to be very, very careful. So I'm going to bring the Stampin' Up back in. Now, no, it's not necessary that I have to use this. Uh-oh. The magnet got stuck to the dies. It's not necessary that you go ahead and use the Stampin' Up for this last part, which is a little tree trunk, but why not? I'm going to set it down, put that on top, and I'm going to just check it. Uh-oh, it's been moved, see? So someone has been using or moving my Stampin' Up. They moved my die, which is fine. We'll just go ahead and pick that up. And now I am just going to, I could do it one of two ways. I can go ahead and just stamp it and emboss it, or I can go ahead and just stamp it in the color. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to go ahead and color and stamp it with a color, and I'm going to use Early Espresso. And just tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. And then press down. And that's it. Let me put this up before it gets all over the place. And we can start to put the card together. So we have this. We have our card base. We have our ribbon. And our snowflake. So we're just going to go ahead and put, Now, you see it kind of warped it a little bit, so you're going to have to make sure that you go ahead and put adhesive on all 4 sides so it will stick down nicely. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. And one across the middle. And I'll get my bone folder. And we'll go ahead and crease it. But before we do that, I'm going to put my ribbon on. I'm just going to put it all around down the side. And because I already have adhesive on there, that would be fine. Let me move it just a little bit because it's a little crooked. Oh, I'm out of view. Sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and stick my ribbon down. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit more adhesive on top of the ribbon so it'll make sure it stays down. And we'll adhere it. And instead of tying a bow, I'm just going to go ahead and tie a knot, because you know me and bows. And me and knots are not very good either. Last thing we're going to do, let me move this out of the way. I'm going to adhere the little snowflake. You use a glue dot. I'll just go ahead and use this. And one last thing I'm going to use is a little red rhinestone. Let me get my something to hold it with. And there you go. I love embossing because it just feels it feels expensive when you go ahead and do that. So there you go, my friends. And here is the original that I did in the cherry cobbler, and this is the Call Me Clover color. And there you have it. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. I'll leave information below on how you can actually go ahead and purchase this particular stamp sets, bundles. Oh, excuse me, they're not a bundle, they're individual. So if you don't want to purchase the dies, you just want to get the stamp sets or vice versa, you can go ahead and do so. They are not combined as a bundle. So thank you all so much for stopping by. This is Yolanda from CraftySentiments.com. Again, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you would share, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can be notified of new videos when they do come out. I'll leave all the information on how you can order this particular stamp set coming November 1st. Or if you wish to become join my team and get this particular set now as part of your starter kit, I'll leave information below on that as well. So thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll be back real soon with another video. Have a good one.